Hi, and welcome back for your math lesson. Go ahead, take a look at our photo today. I want you to tell me something that you noticed, something you can see, and something that you're wondering about. So as I look at this picture, I noticed a lot of my favorite candy. I noticed that it looks like she has Almond Joys, and those are my top favorite candy. What I wonder who bought her all this candy. Was it a grandparent, a parent, a friend? How did she get all this candy? All right, let me tell you about our math story problem today. It says Paul has 10 pieces of candy. He gives 5 pieces of candy to his best friend. All right, let me read that again for you. Paul has 10 pieces of candy. How many pieces of candy does Paul start with? 10. Next it says he gives 5 pieces of candy to his best friend. How many pieces of candy will he give to his best friend? Also 5. Our question today asks us, how many pieces of candy does Paul have now? So like always, we have to make that first choice. Are we going to add today or are we going to subtract today? Let me read it through. Paul has 10 pieces of candy. He gives 5 to his best friend. So if Paul's the one giving candy away, that tells me he's going to have less candy after he gives some to his friend. Today we have to subtract. All right, I am starting off my story problem with a picture. Right here, I drew Paul and I drew the number 10 so that I can remember he's starting with 10 pieces of candy. That'll help me when I draw his candy. So I'm gonna draw 10 candies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Paul has 10 pieces of candy. Next, it told me that he's going to give 5 to his best friend. So I have his best friend here, and she's waiting for her 5 pieces of candy. So I need to take 5 away from Paul and give them to his best friend. So I need her to have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now she has 5 pieces of candy, right? Yeah, just like our story problem said. Now it's asking me, how many pieces of candy does Paul have left? Because we know he doesn't have 10 anymore. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I count that Paul should have 5 pieces of candy left. Let's check. Our answer is 5, and my number sentence looks like this. Paul started with 10 candies, so 10's the first number I wrote. Then he gave 5 away, so I had to take 5 away from him, and that means that it equals 5. He has 5 candies left. Now, I found another way I could show the same thing. So I started off with my number 10, and then I drew 10 dots, kind of like a 10 frame, but I didn't have the frame today. So I just did my 10 dots. Next up, I know 5 of these have to go away. They're going to his best friend. So what I did is I crossed out 5 of these dots to show them going away. So I crossed out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of those are gone. Now, when I have 5 gone, I know all I have left is this top row, so I can count and see how many that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I still got 5. Now, another way that I could do this, since this is kind of like a filled up 10 frame, I know if my bottom half of my 10 frame is gone, the top row is only 5. So if I know that, I don't even have to count. And again, same answer 5 and same number sentence. In your math lesson pages today, you're doing page 124, 125, and 126. So with these, you're working on counting by numbers other than 1. So they start you off counting by 2s, like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, like that. And then you'll work up to counting by 10s all the way. So what they want you to do is they ask you how many ladybugs you have. And over here, they're asking you for how many spots. So they were nice enough to do the first one for you. In this line here, there is 1 ladybug. But this 1 ladybug has 2 spots on her. Next, we have 2 ladybugs. But when I count the spots, I see more than 2 spots. I see 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 spots. So I would write a 4 up here to count the spots. It'll help you count faster and better, and practice does make progress. So that is all I have for you today. I look forward to seeing some of you tomorrow, I hope, for our Google Meet session with Miss Hewitt. I know I am super excited to see what story she is going to be reading us. Until tomorrow, I will see you later. Bye.